She said you feel guilty. Church, you should not feel guilty for feeling that you're missing something. Because it's not meeting something. It's not producing what it's supposed to. And as a result, I'm going to leave. But I can't leave. Because it's wrong to leave. A lot of you, the reason why church is the way it is, and for grown-ups as well, is because one brother said it the best way. He was sitting next to a person, and the woman was saying, "Whoosh, I can feel the presence of God. Wow, brother, this is wonderful." He turned and said, "Because I brought him with me." Many of us were waiting for something when church begins. We're like looking for something in church. Remember my analogy? Before we even got to the party, we had a party in our car on the way. So we come to church waiting for something to happen. Okay, music's going to start soon. It's going to feel good in a moment. Yeah. But for me, when I come to church, I'm good. If the choir is off key, if the band is messed up, if the preacher is not making his points right, as for me, I'm good. Because I know how to access God besides a person. I know how to pray. I don't come to church for people to pray for me. I know how to pray. I don't come to church for a word when I can get it myself. For so many of you, you now have to turn the tide, pick up the baton, and you have to run this race. And it means that now, before you go to witness to somebody, you have to be intentional. You have to be on purpose to be able to speak the gospel to somebody else. How do I do it? You have to have your time with God yourself. I can't push you. I can't make you. I can't coerce you. I can't manipulate you, because all of that would be wrong. But what I can do is encourage you to build a relationship with the living Christ for yourself. When I got saved, when I was young, I got saved as a late teenager. And I began to think, why did I give my life to the Lord sooner? Because I grew up in the church. My father was a deacon, one of the leaders of the church, the founding fathers of the church. And here I am, still unsaved. Thought I was saved, but then I realized I heard the gospel. I was like, oh my God. If I died today, I'll really be lost. But got saved as a late teenager, 19 about. And I tell you, no one had to tell me to read the word. No one had to tell me to pray. It came as a natural reaction. I went through the Bible like it was water because I was hungry. Have you ever come from school and you're just hungry? And you storm the refrigerator? Your mother's like, what's wrong with you? I'm hungry. What's in here? Are you cooking something? Yeah, how long is it going to take you to cook it, Mom? Can't we put something in the microwave and just done? Food. But a relationship is not a microwave thing. It takes time. And prayer is how you do it. Studying the word is how you do it. You know, people say, how do you pray? How can you teach me to pray? I can teach you to pray. But one of the best ways of how to learn how to pray is you going ahead and doing it yourself. The more you do it, the better you become at it. The more you study the word, the better you become at it. If you don't pray, I can tell when you try. I can tell. I can hear it. When you study the word, or lack thereof, how can you tell? By just as you try to talk about the word. The gospel, I love this definition God gave me today. The gospel is a story, an autobiography of a person who lived Actually, who's born, who lived, who died, but still lives. If I don't know the person, if he doesn't tell me his story, I can't tell somebody else his story. Because I don't know him. Stand to your feet. I kind of went off of what I initially desired, but the Lord told me, you're going to have to go off script. So I hope for the most of you, you heard. For those who didn't hear, I pray the Holy Ghost gets you down the line.